Good afternoon, and Happy New Year. I'm Cheryl Van Bemden, the Executive Director here at Porter Hills Village, and with me today are other team members from senior leadership. And for reference, today is Monday, January 11, 2021. So in 2021, our primary areas of focus currently are the vaccination clinics and how we can extend to residents in the garden apartments and townhomes. Also providing the safest and most supportive environment and responding to positive cases. Plans involving for phased reopening and visitation. Financial results and action plans. And then finally, team member recruitment and retention. So for COVID, good news. As you know, Kent County's positivity rate and levels have been dropping. The COVID unit in the Health and Rehab Center has been put on pause. In fact, today it is empty. CVS Pharmacy held a vaccine clinic last Monday in the Meeting House. The follow-up clinic to administer the second dose and provide first doses for those who missed the clinic will be February 1 and 2. We are also excited to share we were able to advocate with CVS Pharmacy and secure an independent living vaccine clinic during the CVS follow-up clinic on February 1 and 2. This will provide an on-site vaccine clinic opportunity for garden apartment and townhome residents. We will be putting a plan together and more details will be coming soon. It's very important for you to understand Porter Hills is not in charge of the vaccine distribution and or administration. We are simply a community who reached out and asked those who do have the vaccine and are administering it, such as hospitals, health departments, and pharmacies, and if they want to use us as a site for vaccines. We feel we are in the home stretch and we are cautiously optimistic, but it isn't time to relax. Vaccination doesn't change any current regulations or requirements, such as masks, the weekly testing we do, and visitors. We ask that you continue to follow all restrictions, be diligent with physical distancing, wearing a mask, and using good hand hygiene. Remind you the corporate office was sold, officially sold January 6. 3,000 square feet will be retained for home health and finance. And here at the village, IT has moved to the former PX space, and HR and corporate and executive administration to spaces in the former learning center. And then I just wanted to share a concern regarding someone knocking on doors between midnight and 6 a.m. We are fairly certain it is the lab coming in to draw blood. Their schedule has been affected due to COVID, so they are coming in earlier as a result. So please don't be alarmed. So now I'd like to ask Megan to come up and give her update.
Thank you, Cheryl. And I'm Megan Garlock, Community Engagement Manager. Recently, we have been fielding questions regarding the difference between enhanced independent and independent living. When you hear the term enhanced independent, this is referring to residents who reside in what we had previously called Village Center. These residents live in the licensed Home for the Aged area of our building. This group is sometimes included with messages related to catered or assisted living, as they fall under the same regulations from the state of Michigan. When you hear the term independent living, this is referring to residents residing in the garden apartments or townhomes, and these two areas are not licensed. We continue to ask residents to restrict traveling to other areas of the building other than where they live. For example, garden apartment residents should not walk through the building to go to the front office. If you are looking for a team member, please call ahead of time rather than walk to their office. If you live in the garden apartments and are expecting a delivery or a package, please direct your delivery to your address, either 3602 or 3604 East Fulton, and not to the west entrance. As a reminder, the Martindale Wellness Center is now open for residents of independent living, enhanced independent living, catered living, and townhomes. We continue to follow capacity restrictions to these areas. In order us to maintain a safe environment, please make an appointment with Maddie McCarroll, our fitness specialist, and arrive at your scheduled time. And now I would like to introduce to you two new team members. Maddie Anderson and Kenzie Rutz have recently joined our team as wellness guides. You may have seen them around recently, and now I would like to invite you to get to know them a little better. We will begin with Maddie, followed by Kenzie, and then we'll turn it over to Amy.
Hello everyone, I'm Maddie Anderson, the Wellness Guide for Enhanced Independent and Catered Living. I graduated from Central Michigan University in 2017 with a degree in recreational therapy and a minor in leadership. I have worked the last 3 years in skilled nursing, and I'm very excited to be here at Porter Hills Village. In my free time, I love to craft, go skiing, go camping, be out on the water, and spend time with family and friends. I'm so excited to be a part of the team here at Porter Hills, and I can't wait to meet and interact with you all.
Hi everybody, my name is Kenzie. I'll be working as the Health and Wellness Guide for Independent Living and Life Lease Elders. I also graduated from CMU, Fire Up Tips, in December with a degree in recreational therapy and a minor in psychology. Following fieldwork at Mary Free Bed Rehab Hospital, and previously I was working with Special Olympics and Kentwood Parks and Rec. In my free time, I love to be active outdoors, running, biking, kayaking, camping, hiking, among other things, as well as spend time with my family and friends. Some of my favorite things are coffee, my dogs, laughing, sunsets, and service. I'm so excited to be here at Porter Hills and with you all. I look forward to the leisure time we can spend together and plans we can pursue for our community. I'm excited and eager to meet you all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy Vanderplug, Director of Sales. So starting out with an update on our current occupancy levels. So in Enhanced Independent Living, we are at 71%. So that is definitely down. We have a number of rooms that are available there, and we're working diligently to talk with persons that might be interested in moving in. In Catered Living, we are currently at 81%. We have 2 reservations, so we've got folks that will be moving in this month of January. In Memory Support, we're at 91%. So there we only have 1 available room at this time. In the Garden Apartments, we're at 93%. We have some more new residents that will be joining us by the end of this month of January. And in the townhomes, we're currently at 86%. So as I mentioned in past Boxcast presentations, we have taken all of our events virtually, and we continue that for January and February. We do have events scheduled, and those are pretty successful, even though they're virtual. We are also doing virtual appointments for the Enhanced Independent Living, for Catered Living, and Memory Care because we cannot bring prospects in to give tours. We are able to do in-person appointments and tours in Independent Living, which is helpful. So we, like everyone else, we're just taking it 1 week at a time, following the executive orders and hoping that with the vaccine, things will open up soon so that 2021 will be a great year. Thanks, everybody. Todd's going to come next.
Hello everyone, my name is Todd Quist. I'm the Director of Environmental Services. Just a few updates for you. First, we had a HFA fire inspection on Wednesday the 6th, and when they come in, they look for certain things. And one of them, or actually here's just a list of some of them: extension cords, adapter plugs that are plugged into outlets, power strips that are plugged into other power strips, space heaters, storage spaces. When you go into your storage space, you'll see a red line that's in the room painted. You want to keep all your stuff stored below the red line. Anything above is a violation. Doors that are propped open. And also they'll check to make sure all the doors in the hallways do release and shut tight when the fire alarm goes off. So he was here on Wednesday, and we had a good report. I haven't received it yet, but several small things that we'll need to address and he comes every year. Second, wipes in the pipes. I know you've heard this before, but it's still an ongoing issue. Now, we have the city's been on our case a lot because we're blocking the main line, and they're finding lots of wipes, towels, and other things, gloves. But the main thing that we're focusing on right now is the wipes. They do say they're flushable. I know that. That is not the case. They do get stuck in the pipes, and they're causing a big mess. So in 2019, we had plumbers, our company, come out to unclog the drains, and we spent over almost $10,000 in cleaning out our lines because of wipes. In 2020, we improved. We only spent $6,500. So we are improving, but the city really wants to see us make some improvements and keep those wipes from going into the lines, which are blocking the main line, which they end up having to clean up. So please help us with that. Third, you may have noticed some renovations being done in the Gardens East Cafe. We're doing some cosmetic work up front, and in the back in the kitchen, we're totally torn it up and putting lots of new everything in there. So hopefully that will reopen soon, but hopefully you'll be able to see that when it's completed. Generator. We, as you know, I've mentioned in a prior box cast, we used to have a 10,000 gallon underground tank that held 10,000 gallons of diesel fuel. We've removed that, and we now have 3 1,000 gallon tanks that are stored above the ground. So we were doing some recent testing on that, checking the lines, the electrical, everything's running smooth. So that project should be all done now. And lastly, just want to remind you, the last box cast I mentioned, if you ever need to get a hold of security after hours, please call the front desk, listen for option 3, choose 3, and that will bring you to security, and someone will answer the phone. If they don't answer the phone, please leave a message, and they will get back to you as soon as you can. Thank you very much, and I will drop this off with Melody.
Thanks, Todd, and how nice it is to see each of you today. You know, I'm really amazed today when I met our 2 younger members, new team members, and I wanted to say to them, hey, I'm going on my 20th year this summer. This is a really good place to work, and we are so glad to welcome new team members as well as all of us that have worked here for some time. From our chaplains department, I just want to lift up 3 things to you. First of all, I want to remind you that all 3 of us, myself, Melody Johnson, Reverend Eric Britcher, and also Reverend Nancy Klaus, are always available to you. We're trying to be in the building as much as we can now, and if you would like us to come and knock on your door, though I promise it won't be between 12 and 6, but we'll knock on your door. Please just let us know. You can let the front desk know or call one of us. We'll be glad to visit with you. The second thing is that I hope many of you are tuning in to Vespers. Someone said to me the other day, we didn't know Vespers was back in session. Well, Vespers isn't the way we used to do it in the meeting house, but Vespers is happening at that same time, 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoons through Boxcast. And you will have one of the 3 chaplains both leading a service and preaching for you, and that's on the Porter Hill Station, so I hope you're tuning in for that. The other thing is to say, about the 1st of February, we aren't sure which date yet, we're going to have a memorial service of the people that have gone home to be with God over the last month since the 1st of April last year. Many of them are friends of yours, people you've known, and that again will be a Boxcast service, and you'll receive information about that. So I hope that God is holding you close during these days, and that you need any one of your chaplains, you'll be calling on us because we're here for you. And now Cheryl's going to pull this all together.
Thanks, Melody. And thank all of you for taking the time to view the January Boxcast chat. We will continue to use this format, but we really hope we can resume our monthly chats in person soon. We will be recording the next Boxcast chat Monday, February 8. Please submit your questions to Megan Garlock before Friday, February 5. This will allow us time to compose answers to your questions or your concerns. So thank you and have a great day.